Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and happy Friday, and welcome back to our Hearts of Iron 4 Fascist Iraq playthrough. One thing that I wanted to see while we were here is, could we get some sort of our own faction going? Let's see, paramilitarism. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, we can create factions if we speed on down this trail, which I think might not be a bad idea if we made some sort of Arabic faction out here in the Persian Gulf, sort of stayed away from that war in Europe, that sort of thing. Let's see, we're researching infrastructure here. We could go for that extra research slots, military youth, paramilitarism, and then we can create factions. So 210 days away from that if we really push hard. Right now we should be fabricating claims on Yemen, and that will be done on Christmas 1938. With the world tension increasing, that may speed up. Looking at our logistics, we are behind in military, motorized, and support equipment, which we are making, however, at a slow clip, but our cap is at 65. So once these factories get more proficient, they will produce more with what we have. Looking at our supply, we have 6 surplus oil, we need 1 tungsten. We're running 1 surplus of steel, we need a rubber, and we need 3 aluminum. France may give us the aluminum, however, we are making another civilian factory that we can trade off. One thing we might be looking into, right now we are on free trade. We were on expert focus. See, more factory output, more construction speed, and less research time. All right, and we are partially mobilized. No, we're volunteer only. I don't think we can do that particular trade law until we go to... Let's see. Oh yeah, we are partially mobilized. So yeah, once we can go to limited exports, that will increase our punch as well. Researching our computing machine, which will increase research time in our concentrated industry 3, allowing more factories within this area. One thing I would like to do is if we could boost our party popularity. They may get involved in a civil war that we can come into and sort of help them out with. That'll cost 1/4 political power a day, and yeah, we're producing more than 1. So let us just send that. We'll boost up the idea of fascism to the non-aligned Iran. Still insufficient resources, that is fine. They're still preparing, but by the time this war justification kicks off, we should be good to go. How are things looking in the world right now? Germany's not really moving. The fall of Nanjing in China. Oh, there's Nanjing. We know there is a battle taking place, that Japan is involved. That's really all we can see. Our encryption decryption tech is certainly not good. Oh, there's Tanutuva. Every time I see that newspaper clipping that says Soviet Union annexed Tanutuva, I was wondering where that even was. UK controls half of Africa with Portugal and Italy and France. Okay. How are things going here? We're in the same faction. They're working on the pact with Russia. All right, we can boost our national focus. I think we can work on the military youth, paramilitarism, and then we can go down this. Although those 2 civilian factories would be nice, and I think we need those more for now for production. Let's go limited exports. We'll get more factory output. We have a surplus of oil now because we're not putting out as many. Our new Bolshevik friends. Well, we'll see if that lasts. Okay. Once we get those 2 new civilian factories, this production will speed up tremendously. And I don't think we are... Ooh, we got our computer. We're in September 38, so this is ahead of time. We could research the radio, which will allow us to the signal company, but I think we need engineers. That will be very helpful in the future once we gain enough army experience. Well, we have enough army experience to embed them now, but we don't know what engineers even are. Might not be a bad idea to research tanks next. Just some light tanks to help out our infantry. Running an 82-day shortage on motorized equipment. What kind of template are we running here? These guys are almost trained. Our mountain guys do have the... Uh-oh, France bans communism. Well, they didn't ban fascism, so we are good. They need artillery. Are we producing artillery? We are, but at a very slow clip. Since our infantry equipment is filled, I'll scale 1 back and increase 1 factory for artillery. And make sure that this unit here gets maximum reinforcement priority. So they get the artillery first. There they go. Do we have any other units? No, I think, yeah, they're automatically assigned down to this front line, so when he pops, we'll be good. So does this mean we're making 4? Or we have enough for 4? I imagine that's how that would be. Alright, so that artillery is being good there. Training is finished in 2 days. Oh, I see. Okay, so until they get their artillery, their training will never be finished because they give a new soldier, hey, you know. Alright, so we need 32 motorized. Our support equipment is filled. We need more artillery, I think. We go from 2 a week to 4 a week. We need more artillery. So does that mean we were good on constructing? No, we're still constructing that military factory in Mosul. How is our claim coming? That's right, Christmas. So a couple months away. Once that unit gets that artillery, they should automatically deploy. They need 24 artillery, and we're putting out, what was that, 2 a week? 3 a week? So a few more weeks, they'll have their artillery, and they will join the front line. We have a massive surplus of oil because we're sort of hounding it right now. We need 1 rubber, we need 3 steel. Or aluminum. A little bit of tungsten and rubber. I guess we could trade for that factory. We need artillery the worst. So if we trade away for tungsten from, say, Portugal, the British Raj, Soviets, our new friends. All right, so now let's look at our line. Our justification of Yemen is coming through. Yeah, now we're making 6.3 a week, which is good. All right, we have Italy joins the Axis. We have our construction effort, which improves our production speed, or at least it should. Let's see. Oh yeah, our national focus. See, this is more. I like that extra research slot. Only 140 days away. We could get that extra research slot, or we could go 7, 14, 210 days to make our own faction. Which might not be a bad idea. Why not? Military youth, and then we'll go up to the German Reich. What happens if we leave the faction? Will he hate us? Probably. Because I don't want him pulling us into a grand war that we have no business being in. Yep. You hate us, huh? Well, you can just hate us, because I know you're about to do something crazy. And then try to do something. All right. Our division is out of basic training and coming down to join the front line, which is good. Now, in basic training, what do we want? Do we want to try to make some motorized? Let's see. We've got 36 soft attack, 6 hard attack. When we look at our... Yeah. I don't think it's in our best interest to do that. However, we could add a motorized division to the infantry. That could be good. Yeah, save that. So now our mountaineers... Amphibious, urban, jungle, hills, marsh, river. Yeah, we're not going to be crossing any rivers. Well, we'll be crossing rivers, but not too awful many. Reinforcements should be coming up, so these guys should be getting their motorized. Our trucks. It puts us at a deficit of 250, though. Our artillery is almost filled. We'll roll back on, say, the support equipment for now and put that factory up to our motorized. We'll be putting out trucks. Our division in basic training, we'll train 1 unit here in Baghdad and assign them to the blue group. And put you on low reinforcement. I want our regulars to get enforced before. Almost time to declare on Yemen. Should be a very quick war. Whoops. Oh yeah, that is him. Yeah, we're going on Christmas, so 10 days. I think we can end the episode with a very quick invasion. These guys should be... Okay, so we have our concentrated industry. That is good. We're in 38. Factory repair speed I don't care about, but this efficiency cap, that should be good for us. Once we learn how to do that, then our lines, especially our infantry equipment line, will be able to produce even more. I know we have insufficient resources, and I don't think Yemen actually has any resources to bear. All right, let's slow it down and pause. Let's take a look at our air groups. We want to assign them to the closest airport, which unfortunately looks like Baghdad. All right, guys, so I want close air support in the Middle East. You're probably not going to be, within range at all, which is a shame. But we are ready to go. We have a war goal. We will conquer Yemen and go. Already we're defending, but we're also pressing the attack here. Things are looking up. Probably attrition due to extreme heat in December in Saudi Arabia. We're successfully defending, and then he should push once he's out of that combat. Yeah, we got him on the retreat. We're trying to take over Sana'a. Luckily, our mountaineers are moving in. Where are you going, buddy? I don't think you know how this works. Where are you going? The capital is like right here, undefended. Are you trying to push that soldier back? I mean, you guys just could march on in there, you know? Well, we're helping on the flank. We're going to push him back. And then once he comes in, we will route him to the capital. He'll be attacked from several sides. That will look good for us. Yemen is 8% through capitulation. We've got 28 combat with versus 12. We're pressing the attack. And then once this falls, he'll probably just like fall like a stack of pancakes, just plop. Roll over, Beethoven. We're coming in. All right, we took the capital. That's free military factories for us. We've got one more military factory, and we do need our motorized. So we'll crank up the motorized there. We have a free dockyard. Yes, we can now start producing ships. And Yemen fell. We can take all states, which we will do. Yemen is annexed. We have an air base over here. Next thing I would like to do is take Oman. We'll go ahead and set an offensive line here. Make an offensive line to just on around you go. They'll start getting that planning bonus. We'll start fabricating our claim here. For 180 days, so that will give us plenty of time to prep and prepare. Now, do we want to start building convoys? Are they going to be costly? Now we can do it. Let's assign all of our 1 naval dockyards and start producing those convoys. That'll be good for trade. It will be good for our to turn these guys into Marines. The fate of Czechoslovakia. See, this is what I was waiting for. Czechoslovakia has been taken. Let's go paramilitarism to get our division training time down, and then we will start making our own faction. These guys are getting their towed equipment, but not their motorized. We need a lot of motorized, don't we? I don't know if we took over any civilian factories, but I'm thinking we're at the point now where we need that rubber. And if anything, we can always give the factory back. Who wants to trade with us that's nearby? Hey, France. I'd like some rubber, please. And now we're making 2 motorized a day to cut into that. Our military factory is still good for December of next year, or this year rather. So that's looking on the up and up. Yep, German Reich swallowed Czechoslovakia whole. I'm anticipating Poland would be next. Do we have enough? Yeah, we don't know what he is doing, so we can't tell if he's planning on taking Czechoslovakia or doing the Danziger War, or not really sure. Yeah, their prep bonus is going up. We're already getting a lot of army experience here. They'd like some towed artillery and some motorized, which is understandable. I do too, in fact. Yeah, motorized is where we were really needing it. So our shortage isn't going to last for too awful long. And then once we get enough towed artillery made up, then we'll shift another factory to motorize and get another one churning out. Hopefully these guys have some factories. What we can do in the meantime, however, is reassign our fighters. From Baghdad to Yemen. It can hold 400 airplanes, but that's okay. Alright, so they're chilling in Yemen now. They should be able to provide enough close air support for us over here to do the work. I'd like to think anyway. 5 surplus on rubber, so we wouldn't go into the black at all if we decided to increase our production of motorized, correct? We would lose that steel, but we'd gain that steel back whenever we like pull off of artillery. And that was the autosave. So make sure our autosave did in fact take hold. We are on 18 February 1939, and that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Iraq got a little bit bigger. Germany is getting a little bit froggier, and we are on our way to forming our new faction. At least we will once our idea group comes in. After paramilitarism, we go to our ideological fanaticism, and who knows what kind of influence we'll have. Iran, they're a quarter fascist almost already. And then once we see their civil war kick off, we can send our troops up there to assist, and it should be a good time. Should be a good time indeed. But that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Saka. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. And for our general, Fuad ibn Ishaq, I will see you in the next Hearts of Iron 4 video. Take care.